Mr. McDonald?
Yeah.
There's some people here to see you.
We all have a few skeletons in our closet, and this includes some of our favorite fast food chains. We're looking at you, McDonald's. From their secret mac sauce to free food and the eternally broken ice cream machine, these are 10 McDonald's secrets they wish you never knew about, Part 2.
I know your secret, big guy. I know what you've been doing at night.
Beef-flavored fries.
Is there anything on the menu that isn't meat?
Not likely.
For years, McDonald's has been known for its golden, crispy, salted to perfection French fries. In fact, McDonald's fries are the biggest selling item on the menu. Those fries are the perfect blend of salt, crisp, and fluffy potato all in one delicious package. However, there's more to those golden sticks than meets the eye. At one time, McDonald's cooked their fries with beef flavoring or beef tallow. This is one of the reasons why their fries are so delicious and taste so much different and better than the competition.
Secrets out.
However, this all came to an end when the chain had to change its cooking practices, partly due to a lawsuit about the fries not being vegetarian-friendly. Nowadays, the chain claims that their fries are no longer cooked with beef flavoring. However, while the fries are now cooked in canola oil, in the U.S., beef flavoring is still added. This is one secret the burger chain surely wishes stayed under wraps.
Don't tell anybody.
Every $15 you spend gets you free food.
Food's free in most universes, actually.
What's better than free food? Pretty much nothing. After all, we spend a lot of our hard-earned money on food from the supermarket and restaurants, right? Who hasn't daydreamed about walking into their local McDonald's and being able to order whatever they want for free? It's a glorious idea that can be a reality if you're aware of the McDonald's Rewards program.
This is my reward.
McDonald's Rewards are points that you can collect on the McDonald's app. If you download the app, everything you order earns you points that go toward free food. Now, we all know the old saying, there's no such thing as a free lunch, but in this case, your next McDonald's lunch could be on the house. Just don't forget to redeem those McDonald's points on your app, or you'll be paying for that free lunch.
We need to be smarter than that, right?
Workers don't wear gloves.
I could just wear gloves.
Ever find yourself heading over to your local McDonald's for a fast and tasty lunch? You make your way to the cashier, place your order, and wait patiently before glancing over at the employees preparing your lunch, only to notice that they're not wearing gloves. It's pretty easy to spot, and it's not exactly a secret. McDonald's employees are not required to wear gloves. It's a well-known fact that 9 in 10 bouts of foodborne illness in dining establishments can be attributed to the presence of germs on the hands of restaurant staff. Okay, before you start to spit out your Big Mac, let's not forget that you are likely well aware that the employees are not wearing gloves, and there's a valid reason behind the lack of glove-wearing policy.
We need to know.
McDonald's institutes a strict hand-washing regimen for all employees handling food. The first step is to rinse your hands with running water, which should be followed up by adding soap. Next, the worker must scrub their hands with soap for 20 seconds or longer. All areas of the hands must be cleaned thoroughly. Once 20 seconds have transpired, hands can be rinsed and dried. Furthermore, the use of rubber gloves can actually be problematic in restaurants. Rubber gloves can provide a false sense of cleanliness, as the wearer may not bother with frequent hand washing. Gloves, if not frequently changed, can harbor bacteria, and this kind of defeats the purpose. So there's no need to be too worried next time you spot the person preparing your McNuggets without wearing gloves.
It's okay.
The drive-thru speaker hears everything, and we know it.
I hear everything.
Where would the fast food industry be without the drive-thru window? This revolutionary way to order made service on the go possible, while also increasing the amount of business for the fast food world in general. We all owe that wonderful speaker a great big hug. Now, let's talk about that speaker. Back in the day, this was a well-kept secret. Pulling up to the drive-thru window, placing your order, and then proceeding to discuss everything from that rash on your nether regions to mocking the teller was the norm. Then we all found out that the drive-thru teller likely heard every embarrassing detail of your supposed secret conversation.
It was hilarious.
Nowadays, most of us are well aware of the ultra-sensitive speaker and make sure to keep our secrets and potentially embarrassing anecdotes to ourselves. However, there are a few folks out there who find it fun to prank the unsuspecting drive-thru employees, embellishing stories and telling tall tales, all for the benefit of the drive-thru employee, are not unheard of. After all, we all know they can hear us. While tales of hidden treasure and traumatic sleepovers may be all in good fun, let's all make sure not to go too far.
Really starting to piss me off, lady.
Before we reveal more secrets, if it's your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks. Now, more things McD's doesn't want you to know. Underpaid staff.
You're underappreciated and underpaid.
Most of us know that McDonald's is one of the biggest brands on the planet. When your brand is that big, you tend to have quite a bit of money to go with it, and McDonald's has plenty of that. In fact, the burger chain is worth more than $100 billion. So with that kind of annual revenue, you'd imagine that their employees receive a nice fat paycheck every 2 weeks. But we know that's not the case. The fact is, lower-level McDonald's employees such as cashiers and cooks make around $14 an hour in the US, and managers make around $18 an hour. This is unsettling considering the information about McDonald's and its billion-dollar value. It may come as a surprise to find out that McDonald's takes the hiring of their employees seriously, despite the low pay.
Only the best.
In fact, the hiring process at McDonald's is so stringent that McDonald's recruiters will scan resumes for things like extracurricular activities and potential for advancement, despite the job being a no-skill required position. While the low pay may be well known, the fact that working at McDonald's also happens to be pretty stressful may be more of a secret than the low wage. With that being said, the job is by no means a dead-end job. The chain does offer training and development programs for its employees to advance within the company, and the job does come with employee discounts such as gym memberships and paid family leave, along with select medical benefits.
Okay, we got everything.
McDonald's waste is ridiculous.
A lot more than you can imagine.
It's no secret that food waste and garbage have been a problem for a while now. While we have taken steps to reduce the amount of waste we generate, such as developing more recyclable and reusable products, the issue is still a pressing one. Waste tends to be an even larger issue with restaurants, with fast food chains being right at the top of the garbage heap. So it comes as no surprise that when it comes to producing big waste, McDonald's is one of the biggest. In fact, the mega franchise produces around 3 tons of packaging waste every minute, which adds up to 2 million tons a year. That's a lot of garbage.
That's huge. So huge.
With this information being readily available, McDonald's has made sure to address their waste problem by issuing a statement that claims it plans to source 100% of its packaging from renewable, recycled, or certified sources by 2025. While this is a noble effort, this does not change the fact that the biggest burger chain on the planet has contributed significantly to the growing waste problem. And it's not just the packaging. McDonald's also produces an abundance of food waste. The chain generates about 5% of food waste in a year. This is because burger patties, fries, and other food items are regularly tossed in the trash after their 10-minute shelf time is up to make room for fresh food. However, the chain is putting its best foot forward, teaming with nonprofit organizations to donate food instead of wasting it.
Garbage day!
Mac sauce is easy to make.
Easy to cook, easy to eat.
It's fair to say that the Big Mac is one of the most iconic hamburgers on the planet. Apart from being the signature burger of the biggest burger franchise, the classic sandwich has also become a part of pop culture. Who doesn't instantly recognize the 2 all-beef patties, pickles, onions, and that sesame seed bun? And then there's the special sauce. Mac sauce is the special ingredient that makes a Big Mac a Big Mac. The mix of sweet and tangy is one of the reasons that the sandwich has become the powerhouse burger that it is today. Unfortunately for McDonald's, however, most of their customers and the world at large are fully aware of what that special sauce is.
They know everything.
A quick Google search will reveal exactly what the secret ingredients are for Big Mac sauce if you weren't already aware, and the recipe is surprisingly a bit underwhelming. Firstly, mac sauce isn't just Thousand Island dressing. There's a little more to it than that. Take a little mayonnaise as your base, a bit of relish, mustard, apple cider vinegar, some garlic powder, a dash of sugar, and there you have it. Of course, there are a few ingredients with names too hard to pronounce that have been left out, but that's pretty much it, and most people now know this recipe. So it makes sense that McDonald's may not be too happy that their customers are quite familiar with the ingredients of their signature signature sauce. After all, why bother going to McDonald's to pick up some Mac sauce when you can make it at home?
Maybe we just stay at home today.
The ice cream machine is always broken.
Ugh, the ice cream machine's stuck again.
We've all been there. You make your way into your local McDonald's on a hot summer day and prepare to order a frosty soft-serve cone or a McFlurry. There's just one problem. The ice cream machine is broken. Again. Sure it is, McDonald's. Why does it seem like this machine is always broken? Well, that's because it often is. McDonald's employees have confirmed that the soft-serve and milkshake machines tend to be a bit unreliable and break down frequently.
That happens every day?
Like clockwork.
This is due in part thanks to human error and faulty design. However, on those rare occasions when the machine is actually working, chances are it's being cleaned, as flimsy as an excuse that may sound. The cleaning process is both extensive and costly. The machines go through a 24-hour heat treatment cycle and are then disassembled, sanitized, and cleaned every 14 days. So from here on out, don't bother the employees when they tell you that you simply can't have that milkshake. You know why.
It's not a secret.
You can ask for fresh food.
Cut the foreplay and just ask, man.
Has this ever happened to you? You're at a McDonald's to grab some lunch or dinner, place your order, wait patiently, and upon receiving that order, you're greeted with cold fries and a tepid Big Mac. This scenario has happened to pretty much everyone at some point. This issue stems from the fact that not all McDonald's food items are made to order, and sometimes they sit under heating lamps.
Only sometimes.
Now, for the most part, customers are left with only a few options. Either forget it and try to enjoy that room temperature meal, or throw it out. However, McDonald's gives customers the option to order fresh food and avoid being served possibly lukewarm fries and a cold burger. Every McDonald's employee is trained to cook fresh burgers or drop a new batch of fries for customers upon request. It's that simple. All you have to do is ask.
Simple as that.
Before moving on, feel free to hit that like button while we give a shout out to this distinguished honorable mention. Now, let's talk about the McRib. The McRib isn't really made with ribs. Delicious? Of course. 100% genuine ribs? Not so much. Okay, this one might be obvious, but it's not something McD's is advertising. The McRib is indeed pork and about 45 other ingredients, but no ribs will ever be found in the sandwich. But don't let that stop you from enjoying one if it ever comes back.
Just don't do it.
The sweet tea is a tad too sweet.
So much sweetness! I think I'm gonna be sick!
Sweet tea may not be as popular as soda today, but back in the day, sweet tea was a fairly popular drink, especially in the southern U.S. This isn't hard to understand given the sheer number of options folks have when it comes to beverages. With sodas alone, there's an overwhelming number of options and flavors to choose from. However, McDonald's makes sure not to leave the overlooked drink out to dry by offering sweet tea to their loyal customers. At first, McDonald's sweet tea was only available in the southeastern U.S. until the late 2000s when it became available nationwide.
Now it's everywhere!
That's all well and good, but the burger chain's sweet tea comes with a few problems. The most alarming is the crazy amount of sugar in the sweet tea. While you may not realize it after that first swig, you just ingested about 38 grams of sugar, which is over your recommended daily intake. This information is easily accessible, as one look on the chain's website will fill you in on all the sugary details of that sweet tea you just used to quench your thirst. You may want to avoid ordering that McFlurry after guzzling that sweet southern nectar.
Let's just take a little break.
Stick around, we're always open, so tap or click for another great video. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to never miss out.